The Gaylord Opryland Resort and Convention Center is the largest hotel in North America without a casino. It is renowned for its massive indoor atriums, showcasing lush gardens, cascading waterfalls, and a delta river. The resort has over 2,900 guest rooms, 86 event rooms, and over 700,000 square feet of flexible meeting space. The hotel also hosts 14 specialty retail shops and 15 restaurants. In this video, we're going to provide you with a room tour, show you all 3 of the indoor atriums, highlight the key features in the hotel's on-site water park called Soundwaves, and showcase other key features of this incredibly awesome and massively large hotel. So this is the Cascade Conservatory. There are 3 main atriums here at the Gaylord Opryland Hotel in Nashville, and they all have the glass roofs, as you can see. And what's special about this one is not only do they have a really cool fountain show that's down here where you can kind of see the fountains bouncing around from rock to rock. There's lots of restaurants, lots of small cascading waterfalls, but this one over here is probably the most impressive. It is a 44-foot waterfall and the largest here in the hotel. And you can see a little koi fish that's down there. It doesn't look very deep, but at the bottom of a large waterfall here in the Cascades. So we are now entering the Garden Conservatory, and this is actually the area that we're staying in, and I'll show you our balcony here in just a second. These little things that look like peace lilies are native to the state of Hawaii, but they are grown here at the Opryland Hotel year-round because these conservatories are kept at a very comfortable 72 degrees all day, all night, 365 days out of the year. So there's all kinds of streams that run throughout here in this particular atrium. All kinds of different plants and awesome walkways, and look at that little stream right through here. And this is really nice at night because right through here these light up and illuminate the walkways and just make it a really nice walk through the hotel. Here's another waterfall. It kind of feels like you're in a tropical rainforest here. And look at that, the walkway walks right around it here. It almost feels like you're in a tropical rainforest here with this. This is really cool. So while there are over 50,000 live plants, there's no live animals except for a few birds and some koi fish. And the birds just happen to sneak in here from time to time. But they do have these little areas here where you can scan the QR code. And when you scan the QR code through augmented reality technology, it makes it appear through your phone that there's, like, in this example, a snow leopard that's here. So that's really cool. So this is such an interesting tree right here. It looks like the trunk of a palm tree, but it does not have palm fronds at the top. It's very unique and very interesting. So there's also a walkway that's above the Garden Conservatory. And when we checked in this morning, they said, do you want to stay in the Cascades, the Garden, or the Delta? And since we knew that we were going to be participating in Soundwaves, I asked for a room that was close to Soundwaves, and we got it right here in the Garden Conservatory. Right back here is our hotel room. I'll point it out to you here. It is this one right there. So that is our room. And as we exit the Garden Conservatory, there is a gelato shop over here. You can see some of the flavors include coconut, Nutella, strawberry, toffee. And while it's currently closed, here's the Conservatory Cafe, which proudly serves Starbucks products. And it is a coffee shop, pastry shop. And this is one of the many entrances to the Gaylord Opryland Hotel right here, but I just really love this staircase that leads right up to the sign that says Gaylord Opryland. And there are all kinds of restaurants throughout here at the Opryland Hotel. This is Solario Cantina, Mexican food offerings. And they have several different sports bar opportunities here, but this right here is called Fuse Sports Bar, and it's one of their larger options that they have here in the hotel. And though we are well over an hour away from Lynchburg, Tennessee, they do have a Jack Daniel's restaurant. It used to actually be over here prior to construction, but it has now moved across the way. This was an Irish bar, an Irish restaurant, but it is now Jack Daniel's.
So this is where I had my senior prom, which is really cool because the Opryland Hotel is one of the most beautiful hotels in the United States, especially Tennessee. So that was really an honor to get to have our prom here. And also the staircase that Brent showed you earlier with the big, huge chandelier, that's where we had our prom pictures. And then I also got to graduate across the Opry stage. So got to walk across the Opry stage and get my diploma for high school.
And of course, what Jennifer is referring to is the Grand Ole Opry stage. The Grand Ole Opry is just next door. It is within walking distance. And when I say right next door, I mean just right here on property. You just walk down the sidewalk, you're at the Grand Ole Opry. We have just entered the Delta walkway, and right here is the augmented reality elephant. And here's a look at the outcome of what that looks like when you scan it with your phone. And there are a couple of unique things about this particular atrium, including a New Orleans style shopping area, which we'll take a look at here and walk through in just a moment. But there's one other thing I'd like to show you. And here is the other surprise I wanted to show you. Emerging from the bushes down here is a boat. It is called the Delta boat. There are boat rides all throughout this particular atrium in the Delta atrium. And they range from about $16 to $20 depending on the time of the year. Right now, there's nothing special going on as far as like a holiday event, so they're $16 per person. But beginning at 7:30, they have a silent disco on these boats. So how cool is that? A boat going through a hotel. How amazing. And I also have to mention that this particular fountain is where they put a very large Christmas tree during Christmas. And speaking of Christmas, there are so many awesome events that they have here around Christmas time. We have been to a couple of the ice events. We've also been to the Elf the movie event, which was amazing and very immersive. So much fun for the kids. And the lights here and all the conservatories are just second to none. They have 3 million lights, and it is a sight to see. And right here on the other side of this water fountain is the largest chandelier in the hotel. Right here is Cinnabon, and we actually tried the Cinnabon here probably about a year or two ago, and we did a little YouTube live right here from one of these chairs. And this pays homage to the former Wild Horse Saloon, which is now Luke Combs's bar on 2nd Avenue in downtown Nashville. And if you're familiar with the Gaylords actually own the Wild Horse Saloon, which was the world's only 3-story bar. At least it was in the early 2000s. They may have built one since. But these two horses pay homage to the Wild Horse, the former Wild Horse Saloon. And just as we had mentioned, the Grand Ole Opry is right next door. Here is the Opry Shop. This Grand Ole Opry shirt has Nashville on it here. The longest continuously running radio show in the world. And here is, check that out, here is a Wild Horse Saloon shirt. Now non-existent, but little fun fact, I have played guitar on the Wild Horse Saloon stage 3, maybe 4 times. So the very first place I ever played at in Nashville was actually the Wild Horse. And that is a really cool Elvis shirt there with the sunglasses. That is so cool. Right over here we have Pisano's Pizzeria and Vino. And another place that serves coffee here. Actually, it's not another place that just serves Starbucks coffee. It is actually Starbucks, not just a coffee stand that serves Starbucks products. So I had to stop and get a coffee. Haven't had my coffee yet today or this morning before we went to Soundwaves. But I have to say, I am not a fan of these paper straws. I would actually pay extra, and a premium if that, to not have to have a paper straw. One of the steakhouses here on property is Old Hickory Steakhouse. And if you're not looking to go to the steakhouse, they have smaller bites and a bar here at the library. All right, so we are going to enter Soundwaves, which is the indoor water park that they have here at the Opryland Hotel. And you just use the RFID wristbands that you have here, and it lets you right in. And it is nice and warm in here right now. Automatically greeted by a nice waterfall. But look at this view. Right over here they have a flow rider. It's the only double flow rider in all of Nashville. Multiple lazy rivers. Over here they have basketball. Over there they have a little playground. It is going to be an amazing day. So this is 3.5 foot deep, and it's really nice current to it as well. So this is the second lazy river.
It's pretty, we thought that the other one was pretty small. This one's actually pretty small.
Yeah, this is only 2.5 feet deep.
This is Henry's side.
And more caves on this one. Yeah? Are you having fun? All right. Jennifer, you having a good time? I love these caves. And it is Soundwaves, so there's lots of music playing, and it's just very calming. The Opryland Resort markets Soundwaves as being the first upscale indoor-outdoor resort water attraction in the nation. Soundwaves at Gaylord Opryland Resort is an on-site water park that is unique and exclusive for hotel guests and includes multiple energetic water slides, 2 lazy rivers, immersive music, and an extraordinary oasis for visitors of all ages to enjoy. So here at Soundwaves at the Opryland Hotel, Sound Bites is the restaurant that they have here for the water park, and I got the guitar smash burger. You can see the caramelized onions. Over here we got some macaroni and cheese bites. Jennifer ended up getting some pork nachos, and the boys ended up getting a pizza, which smells really good. Look at that. Oh, really good. That's awesome. And in the summer months, they do have an outdoor area. There's a wave pool right over here, and even more water slides to enjoy outside. And if that wasn't enough, they have current plans right now to have a $131 million expansion, which will have over 108,000 additional square footage of meeting space here at the Opryland Hotel, bringing in the total to over 800,000 square feet of meeting space in one hotel. And another fun fact that is worth mentioning is, just like at Disney World, they have underground tunnels here at the Opryland Hotel. So underneath this hotel, there are underground tunnels. In fact, there's an underground mess hall for the staff as well, an underground cafeteria. So it helps the employees get from one spot to the other in record time. All right, we are in room G3042. And here we go, the tour of our room. We have 2 queen beds, and right over here, what immediately stands out are these reading lamps. individualized. You can turn them any which way. Very nice touch. Nice headboards. Over here, we have a little stand, work area, nice size TV, telling us to enjoy our day. And we'll come back for the balcony. We haven't been on the balcony yet, but I want to show over here the restroom area. But first of all, storage, safe, extra blankets. We do have a sink out here in the hallway area before you enter the restroom. And in the restroom, we have another sink. And they do have 4 towels, which sometimes when we stay at hotels, they only have 3. I don't know why that's the standard. And back here, we have a nice shower head. It's a little low. I will say that does stand out to me a little bit. It is low. I haven't stepped in the shower, but that is actually well below my headline here. So if you're a little bit taller, this is a low shower head. Just a standard tub. And here are the included shampoo, conditioner, and shower gel options. Relache Spa. So Henry just noticed that there's also a refrigerator down here. Mini fridge. Nice and cool. It's got the area for the cans here. And Jennifer noticed that they have a coffee area here with included coffee. This is dark roast. They do have some creamers down there. And then rolls right back into the cabinet. They do have a USB charging port as well as 2 110 outlets right here, as well as on the side of this lamp there's a 110 outlet as well. So lots of charging. And here in between the beds they have a wireless charging station. If you have like an iPhone, you can just put your phone here, it starts charging. 3 USB ports, a 110 outlet on this side, and another 110 outlet on that side. And now the moment that we've all been waiting for. We are in the garden conservatory. Henry is opening the door here to our balcony view. And it truly feels like we're in the tropics here. Palm trees. Just a really nice air-conditioned area. And there is the glass ceiling to the sky. And right here to the left of our balcony is Bravo Gelato. And I do know right down here is a Starbucks as well. So we do have a lantern type light that's out here. And Jennifer wanted to point out that it's also carpeted out here. Since this is indoors, very nice table and 2 padded chairs. And another thing I want to mention is when we checked in online, they asked if we wanted additional towels. And I said, hey, it never hurts. So look at that. They gave us 2 additional bath towels. Check-in is at 4 o'clock. However, since we also utilizing Soundwaves, the indoor water park, we were able to check in a little before 10 o'clock this morning. There is also a fitness center, which is included with your stay here at the Opryland Hotel. Here you can see some cable weights, all kinds of ellipticals, stationary bikes, lots of treadmills. And I want to see what the view is of here. There's an indoor pool. Check that out, guys. An Olympic-size swimming pool. There's also outdoor hot tubs. This is just one of many indoor pools which are included here with your stay at the Opryland Hotel. And they also have Peloton bikes as well, several Peloton bikes and a Stairmaster. This is something that is not common in a lot of gyms, but it's for you to throw the medicine ball against and it throws it right back at you if you don't have a workout partner. So that's really awesome. And right back here we have some dumbbells, more medicine balls, And they also have complimentary earbuds if you forgot yours at the house. And they also have complimentary towels, water, and after a workout, something you really want is a cold towel. All right, everybody, that was the Opryland Hotel. Henry, what did you think about the Opryland Hotel and Soundwaves?
Soundwaves, I liked it, the one that I can walk on.
Like the 2.5-foot lazy river?
Yeah, I thought that was like a stingray like in there, but it's a,
Oh yeah.
it's actually a thing.
And what do you think about the hotel overall?
I liked it. The painting, I liked it. The food, and I also liked it. The ice cream.
All right, so you had a good stay? And Gentry.
I really liked it too. Soundwaves was excellent. Really enjoyed it. And all in all, the service here and everything is just outstanding, and you should definitely come here.
All right, and Jennifer.
I really enjoyed it as well. It was a nice, relaxing weekend with the family, and the beautiful hotel, walking around it is very, very nice. Brings back memories, but also we're creating new memories with our boys. And the service has been really awesome here. The only thing that I would complain about the room itself was it could use a little more lighting, but if that's the only thing you're going, that was not as great. Everything was excellent other than that. The restaurant here too, the Jack Daniel's restaurant, definitely recommend that. It was really, really good, and the service was amazing there as well. Kind of felt like we were on the cruise, at formal dining night and everything. It was just very relaxing, and just the food was awesome as well, and definitely recommend this hotel.
I had a great stay here as well. This is the second time that we've been here. I used to sell real estate years ago, and our team had won a competition where we sold the most real estate in a particular month, so we all got a free stay here. But that was a long time ago. And so this is the boys' first time, my second time, Jennifer's second time staying here. Always a relaxing, peaceful place to stay. Super, super large. The only complaint, it's very minor, is with the Starbucks this morning. It's Mother's Day today, by the way, the day that we're filming this, and wanted to go get Jennifer a chocolate chip, or is that what it's called? Java chip Frappuccino, and they said, we're out of those. And I'm thinking it's coffee and ice. But, if that's the only complaint that we have, that's pretty good. Again, the restaurant was great. Soundwaves, all kinds of water slides. And in the summer, they have even more options outside. A really great deal. And we got a great deal in this place, by the way. They have Tennessee resident discounts if you're a first responder, military, teacher. They have all kinds of discounts online if you're looking for them. And they have bundled packages where you could do the indoor Soundwaves as well as staying here for the night. So really great deal, guys. And another thing I want to mention is Soundwaves has a limitation. So there's only so many people who could stay at Soundwaves at one time. But guys, we thank you so much for joining us here at the Opryland Hotel in Nashville, Tennessee. And we sure to look forward to seeing you on the next episode of Every Day is Saturday.
Subscribe to our channel, please.